Yo.
Jerome Tang, let's go. What up, Elliot? Let's go. Absolutely doing the jive, the dance. Let's go. Absolutely pumped up for the Pump Fake Pod here on this March 5th picks episode. How the hell are we, guys?
Not too bad. Decent night. Nothing amazing, but green is green, so I'll take it.
Yep. Tracking 19-8. I was 17-1 at one point, so it was a bad night slate. But hey, 19-8. I think we just hit 70 units on the year. Come on, let's go. So E-money, you know I couldn't get over that 65 unit hurdle. It was like a 65 back down to 57 all of February. So yeah, come on, let's go. Felt like I got over the hump here. It feels good to start off March this way, and hopefully you guys tailed at least most of my early bets because it was pretty fun seeing 17-1 at one point. But very happy with 19-8. That's probably what we'll end up with tracking right now. So currently sitting at 18-6 right now. So very pumped up for the Pump Fake Pod. Elliot?
Hell yeah.
How the hell are we?
Congrats on a fire night. Always love to see that. When you texted me 15-1, I was like, hell yeah. Hope you keep it rolling.
Always a curse. It's always a curse.
Hey, you kept it roll. You kept it rolling though. Didn't come completely straight, but you can't be complaining about 19-8. Yeah. 11 games above 500. So hope you all toed Huff last night for sure.
Yep. Yeah. It started off great, and shout out Rhythm. They loved Bellarmine just as much as Trevor. And the next guy, because Bellarmine was fun today. Let's talk about this one because this is what March is all about right here. Talked about this on the College Experience pregame show. Perfect epitome of March Madness. A team's up 19 in the second half, right, Trevor? And then they also proceed to go on it was like a 30, and they gave up like a 30-something run, 30-9 run.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm at work trying to do shit, and then all of a sudden they're blowing this game. So then I snuck the phone out, propped it up real quick, and all of a sudden I got sucked into the last 3 minutes of this game. Just watching, just unbelievable. Up 19 in the second half and trailing all in the same half is quite an accomplishment. So thank God they at least fucking won, because that would have been all-time brutal, and especially to start the day like that, losing a team that was up 19 would have been painful. So shout out to them, got her done. But yeah, it wasn't. It didn't make it easy. But hey, this is March.
Yeah, shout out my group chat. You got your friend group chat or whatever that occasionally pops off. Shout them out. I woke up, but just looked at it because I do have it on Do Not Disturb. But they were like, I'm tailing the Pump Fake Pod. We're going Bellarmine money line, and the whole chat was on it. So no mushing. There's some veterans in there, so no mushing was great. Pretty quiet, but was scary at the end. The chat got popping there when Jacksonville couldn't miss. Third kill. The freshman Wood was popping off, and then Lockett Jr. just couldn't miss. So was really worried about that, but Bellarmine stepped up. And Krasinski, whatever the hell how he pronounces last name, yeah, unbelievable performance for him, and he was kind of a foul merchant, but we'll take it.
Yeah, we'll take those. We don't complain when it's when we're on the right side.
Elliot, did you get any bets in today at all? I don't know if you did or not. Maybe got the little later on at all.
Just bet Stetson on the money line. Other than that, nothing else.
Bet Stetson on the money line, nothing else. What else do you need? A Stetson bet a day on the money line that wins a day. That's up 365 units on the year. So, yeah, Stetson, easy fucking shit there. No problem at all with Stetson. I got +4.5. Didn't even need the point.
I forgot to bet it. I was so disgusted. I thought it was a night game. I didn't know it was during the day. So then all of a sudden it was on and they were up 10 at half. And I was like, fuck.
Dude, come on, man. Day hoops. Come on. It's a Sun, man. Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
bouncing.
I know. I tapped out last night after I just passed out.
What?
Wake up early, get to work, forget, and all of a sudden the game starts.
Yep. Yeah, Stetson got it done. Eastern Kentucky's ass. I hit the under in Florida Gulf Coast, North Alabama. So it was fun for A-Sun to start off, just good game. I mean, just good hoops early on, especially the noon game. Shout out my Hoosiers getting it done. Team total over got it done. And they also win by 30 on a senior night, a really, really dedicated senior night for sure. A lot of seniors on the team that got commemorated, but holy shit, how many schools for all total seniors that were announced tonight? Has to be 30 something plus, maybe even potentially.
Yeah, it's got to be somewhere around there.
Well, good. All right. Debts are paid for Bellarmine. James Madison against Louisiana. Louisiana got they finally got their fucking ass wiped. Their offense took a hit, especially in the first half. James Madison covered the 4.5. Didn't bet anything Creighton Butler. I wish I did. Didn't bet Creighton, but yeah, Butler's classic Butler there, man.
That's what they do.
Yep. And then Miami called that road win, said it was very similar to San Diego State. Miami goes in and gets it done. SMU, fraudulent. Good NIT team, and SMU is. They're a solid NIT team for sure. And shout out Miami, man. Pump Fake Pod, I got a question for you guys. What seed is Miami going to be in the tournament?
I guess 6, 7. Somewhere around there.
They're ranked 22nd, though.
Yeah, but I don't think they quite get the respect.
Right.
I think they'll get like a 6 or something.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
They win a couple of ACC tournament games. They could definitely be a 5 seed.
Yeah, they could upgrade it.
What about E-Money bracketologist over there?
Yeah, I'd probably say they're probably on the 5 line, 5 or 6, in my opinion.
Yeah, 5.
Good road wins. Haven't really lost a disappointing game yet so far. 2 losses on a neutral were to Florida, BYU, non-conference. I mean, really, your only disappointing loss, I guess you could 2 was 1-point loss at home to Cal and a 2-point loss at home to Florida State. Other than that, you lost to Virginia, you lost to Clemson. Just disappointing that you get matched up with Duke, but beat North Carolina, so that was a good one. They kind of lucked out not having to play Duke in the regular season. Or Louisville, but I think they would have handled Louisville.
Crazy. They win the ACC tournament. They magically go to a 2 or 3 seed, which is crazy. So,
yeah, I'd say like 3. I'd say
3.
4 probably is their highest, actually.
3. If they win the ACC tournament and they beat Duke, they'll be a 3, I think.
Yeah. You can't really.
12 team? I don't know.
If they beat Duke, yes, they'll be at least a 3 seed.
I don't know. For conference tournament, I don't know. But anywho, 4-3, but 5 I think is their ceiling though. I think that's a good call. Arkansas beat the shit out of Texas, team total, game over, all that was great. All great sides there. UAB got it done on the road. St. Joe's got it done on the road. Rhode Island got it done at home. George Washington covered. I did not bet it. Took overtime to make an 8.5-point spread cover. They win 91-82. That was a hell of a game. I'll be honest. I was watching many conference tournaments. Didn't have enough screens to watch George Washington, St. Bonaventure. That's a game I'll watch the highlights for because, whoa.
Did Stonehill win?
Stonehill beat Lemoyne 79-71.
Fuck me. God, I stayed up because it freaked me out.
Why?
Catching 6 points, they swept them and beat their ass both times, and they're going to catch. It was weird.
What? I'll be honest with you. What freaks you out about a random NEC line that –
Why are they catching 3 possessions when they beat them by double digits both games? Like, it was just weird. So I just laid off. But I like Stonehill and I liked them outright on the show last night. I should have played it, but Yeah, it was just a weird fucking line. It weirded me out.
Easy money. Stonehill, yep, plus 6.5 comes through in the NEC tournament. I liked Wagner. I didn't bet that one, but I said I wouldn't bet that last night. I did bet every other, and I did bet Mercyhurst as well, minus 4.5. You don't like the song? Well, I don't really care because I love the song, and I love Bernie Blunt III, and I love Mercyhurst. Let's go one step closer towards my future on the NEC tournament champion. And you know what? If the team in second place is playing Mercyhurst, well, maybe not play as hard for the NEC tournament. But Wagner comes through, so Mercyhurst will play Wagner. And LIU comes through as well, does not cover the 11.5. I didn't didn't want to touch that game. I didn't want to bet on Chicago State. But good win there. So LIU versus Stonehill in the semis, and then Mercyhurst versus Wagner in the semis as well. So great game and good start for the NEC tournament there.
Yeah.
Good start for the OVC as well. Eastern Illinois outright. Wow. I didn't bet that one. I did take SIU Edwardsville team total over. That was a crazy over that I like. 120 points. No problem at all. Scored 148. It also didn't need overtime to hit that over as well. So, yeah, good game there. I did watch that one. And good win for EIU, who's kind of hot randomly. Going into SIU Edwardsville, who's been dominant, especially at home. SIU Edwardsville came back in the second half. But EIU closed it out in overtime. So good win for Eastern Illinois as they move on in the OVC round.
Yeah, I will say shout out. I know you mentioned it earlier, but UAB, shout out UAB coming through undefeated in conference play on the road. Still has that crazy split where they're undefeated in conference play on the road, and they've, I think, only won one game at home. 1 or 2 games now at home on the road in conference play. So hilarious team just to reverse back them on the road and then fade them at home.
Insane. We're going to see in the Horizon League Championship in the Sunday game at Cortiva, the play-in game, it'll be Northern Kentucky versus Green Bay playing each other, and then the winner of that will play Wright State, while Robert Morris will play Detroit Mercy in the semis. So semis Monday night, play-in game Sunday. I'll be going to the game Monday night, and I believe Tuesday night the championship with Moneyline MAAC. So very excited for that one from TCE. It'll be a good little time here in Indy and celebrating the Horizon League championship. So if he can booze like Troy can, I mean, fuck, we'll have a time. I bet he can, because last time I was with Troy, man, got wasted and very stoned. But yes, it was a good time. And shout out Ball Hard. It was a good day. Let's freaking go. Come on, let's go. Bonus bet cash into the big 3-banger. Let's go. 5-banger, I mean. Sorry. And mark it right on. Thanks for tuning in. Glad. Hopefully you tailed the early plays. So, yeah, Horizon League kicked off. Shout out Northern Kentucky. Oakland over. Got it done. Robert Morris kicked ass. Great games there. West Georgia covered as well against North Florida. That was a freaking LA Fitness ball style game in the A-Sun. Yeah. LA Fitness in Jacksonville. No defense whatsoever. West Georgia scores 93 points. I will be fading them the next game in the A-Sun Championship, which they don't play till Thursday. Excuse me. DePaul does not come through. That fake sharp. I called it, but I don't care. I had to ride on the vibes of DePaul. Wisconsin got a good win. Did you bet your second favorite team, Trevor?
I did not touch the game. They won easily. It wasn't really a game. It got moved over to the quad screen pretty quick there. With about 5-6 minutes left in the first half. I knew just how it was going to go. I flipped it to her quad screen, but Yeah, they look good. I fucking hope so against Maryland. So I don't really know what to take away from that game. But Greg Gard's kid got in, got a bucket. Place goes bananas. So yeah, good way to end the home season here for the Badges.
Yeah. A good senior night for a lot of those seniors that have been there forever too. Another
Nolan
one.
Winter went down tonight too. That's something to keep an eye on.
Yeah, fake ass seniors, but it will celebrate their career of college basketball, not the team they played for 4.5 months. St. Louis gets it done against Loyola. North Texas beats Rice but does not cover. And then Trevor, let's talk about your favorite team, Elliott's proximity team, UMKC Oral Roberts. Oral Roberts wins by 22. UMKC lays it down one last time. What was the ATS last night? 5-24. Now
they end the season 5-23.
Yeah, I guess
beautiful
they
numbers.
played 2 games and stuff like that. Okay.
I didn't lose a single bet fading UMKC all year. I was like 10 or 11-0.
You should have just fade. We should have just fade them.
I didn't catch on till later.
Yeah, well,
I didn't catch on till later and just kept blindly going.
I
won like 4 or 5 in a row, and I'm like, all right, we're just blind fading them. You know, I'm up, I'm good. Never fucking lost. So shout out UMKC. I love you. Just run it back next year. Bring the boys back. Bring everybody back. Come on. Take a crack at it again. Let's go.
Not happening. Mark Turgeon era, baby. Mark Turgeon's going to turn this team around.
Yep, Mark Turgeon era begins. I think everyone just wanted to lay this to rest. UMKC did everyone a service. Summit League scaries next year for UMKC. So yeah, go back home, UMKC. Go to freaking somewhere good food. Just chill. Just don't worry about basketball ever again because you did your service for people that faded. And I did get a win and cover from UMKC out of one of those 5, by the way. So incredible. Unbelievable there. And shout out Macelio for joining the bench mob. Let's go. Macelio joining the bench mob. Let's go. So the bench mob goes hard in March Madness. We need, the bench mob's key in March Madness, and they get to really like put on a show. All eyes are on them. So, you can get on one shining moment, like excited and stuff like that, waving the towel. I want to be the guy that's crying on March Madness, one shining moment, by the way. So I want that role.
Somebody's got to do it.
Yep. Georgia Southern wins outright against Old Dominion. Florida State beats Pittsburgh. Stanford beats up on Notre Dame, but almost blew the game a little bit. And then Houston found out and did not get the cover, I don't think, against Baylor, but they almost did. Unbelievable comeback. Baylor was controlling about 35 minutes of that basketball game, 33. And then basically Houston got it done. So unbelievable, 77-64. Good win there with their final game coming up on Saturday.
Yeah, we'll say shout out to Jordan Battle, Old Dominion. Went off 45 points, 8-10 from the 3, 15-16 from the free throw line. Valiant effort. Was able to kind of wheel them back when they were down double digits and made it a close game, but Georgia Southern survived.
And yeah, B Custom Houston got the cover for closing line, but not for us last night when we were talking about it. So it was 14.5. They only won by 13. So, but hopefully somebody got it because Baylor got steamed way down. So hopefully you got a better line there. Even in the morning, it was still around 14.5, 13.5 when I went to go look at it. But and then also Nick Martinelli, his final shot in Evanston is an air ball. So like an air ball by a lot. Northwestern was trying to make things happen, but they just couldn't throw a pass. And yeah, out of bounds galore. So and why the hell are you wearing black and gold? What the hell are you wearing? Oh, come on. Little Rock, by the way, too. I forgot. I wasn't even watching. They just made a valiant effort back. But why the hell is Northwestern wearing black and gold against Purdue? What?
People wear whatever they want to wear now. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, but why against Purdue though?
Because they're stupid, man.
I couldn't figure out which was which. I mean, I know the colors on the cryon below, but whatever. I couldn't figure out. At first, I'm like, man, what? I was like, is this Purdue? Anywho, a lot of Purdue fans in attendance in Evanston for sure too. So,
yeah.
Place was packed. That was a good game. Northwestern covers. My over does not come through. All right. So right now we got Little Rock down 3.5, covering 20-7 potentially. Because no way New Mexico is covering. Hell no. They're getting their ass beat in the pit of despair today. They're only 35 points through 25 minutes of basketball. They got to get it figured out. So, New Mexico, kind of a weird team this year. New era. They'll be back to prominence soon, but there's still a good season for New Mexico. So, they're kind of a paper tiger, in my opinion.
Yeah, and you forgot the best game of them all, Gardner-Webb getting it down on the money line.
Yeah,
1-15 in the Big South, and their one win was against USC Upstate. And look what they did here. They got another one against USC Upstate, so they survived and advanced. Now,
we want to lay 11.5 points with USC Upstate, man. I don't care who.
4-28 now. Going to be 5-28 coming up.
So
Watch out.
USC Upstate their only D1 win, or they had a non-con D1 win? I thought.
No, just USC Upstate.
USC Upstate, okay.
So they've won. They've gotten 2 D1 wins, only over one team though.
Yeah, hey, good for Gardner-Webb. They're going to get their ass kicked next game, but good win for Gardner-Webb. Wonder what that line will be. So, anywho, shout out Rhythm. Rhythm's been a great partner for us, and they're going to be a great partner for you for March Madness. Unbelievable stuff. What Rhythm's been able to do, because literally you can make a model for March Madness, up to 3 fresh models, so you can tune it, refine it, turn the dials around, be a scientist, play the, figure out what the formula is, because they make it easy for you by just having to click some buttons, dial some things up to perfect a model that works for you. Up to 3 models for NCAA bracket generators. NCAA bracket generators last year on their model, 31-1 outright for the Rhythm NCAA model in the first round. So make sure you go check it out. Go check it out. Tune up your own model. See what the Rhythm model's like, and especially for these outright winners, use it for your bracket pool and much more. Promo code PFP25 for 25% off your first month with Rhythm. I'm using the bracket generator. I don't know about you guys. I'm doing the bracket generator.
Yeah, mine are already submitted. So whenever the bracket comes out and they run the back tests, and they'll spit them out sometime around Monday evening. So excited to get to look at those in about 2 weeks.
And that's the beauty of it. You can do it now based on criteria you like. It's almost better to do it now. So don't wait to sign up till Selection Sunday. Go to Rhythm, use that promo code PFP25. And don't forget, we're going to be doing a CBI bracketology episode as well too. Get Tony Patelis from Twitter on there. Give me. I love the CBI. We'll be talking CBI, don't you worry. And hopefully we'll be talking Crown, and maybe they made it actually regulated so we can bet on it. Because once people couldn't bet on it, they couldn't. No one gave a shit about the Crown. Let's be real. Who gave a shit about the Crown?
You guys hear me?
What? Yeah, I can.
All right, my fucking shit was tweaking out. Yeah, the Crown sucked last year. Can't be any worse. So, should be fun this year, I guess. Literally can't be worse than last year. Last year was a clusterfuck to the utmost extreme.
Regulators, you got to get the regulations down. My goodness. So, exactly. Fuck the Crown. I'm with you, Ken. New Mexico just shit in the bed, Manuel. So unbelievable. there. And I felt like the Pitt crowd was weak tonight anyway, in general, even at tip-off before this game. So didn't have the extra crowd vibe there whatsoever. But anywho, we got a good slate of games. It was a giving day, not only because of a potential 20-7 type of day or 19-8. It was just a great day of hoops from wall to wall, noon till we'll be watching hoops till like midnight. So it just feels 12:30 even Eastern. So it just is great to kick off March this way of 12 hours of basketball. But tomorrow is a little different. We get a little bit, but you know what? Not going to be greedy because we have some amazing conference tournaments kicking off, and we got some great games as well too. And you know what? I think we need this. It's a little kind of break in the action for what the madness is about to entail. Friday is going to be a long day, but a condensed day. Saturday is going to be a very long day, like always. Sunday we'll pick it up, and then next week is just going to be a gauntlet. So, yeah, absolutely. I think this is a great little day, but I wish we had day hoops on, like really day hoops, like noon, not 4:30 Eastern where it kicks off. But we do get a conference tournament kicked off, and one of them is the MEAC, the Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference. The MEAC. I think they're changing this conference name as well too. Weren't we saying we like the Metropolitan Conference? Is that what we decided on when we talked about this like a month back?
I thought it was the Mid-Metro American Atlantic Athletic Coastal Conference is what we decided they should go with. Just embrace it even more.
Embrace it even more. Okay. Yeah. I can't remember what we were talking about. I know Crutch was saying something in the chat too, but
Crutch would be the guy who, if anybody knows anything, it's going to be him or Sam Fetterman on Twitter.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I think it was the Metropolitan Conference or something, but I don't know. And then like have like a skyline in the logo. It'd be cool, but who gives a shit? We got MAAC this year. Mary Mac, the favorite. We got a lot of the books are kind of scared a little bit. They don't know what to do. They're not going to put a long odd on the 5 seed because this conference is kind of deep and competitive this year, in my opinion. From all those buys all the way down. I think, you know what, Iona, Sacred Heart, Fairfield, Manhattan, they're cooked. I don't see any value there, but a lot of good teams. I think you can't go wrong with any of them. It can make a case for just about all those short plus money odds. Trevor, anything sticking out to you?
Yeah, I mean, this conference is so random. I mean, taking a chalk pick isn't really ideal, but I mean, the chalk picks in this one are 3-1, so it's, you know, if you're going to get chalky, it's not the worst thing, but no, I mean, St. Peter's plus 650, they've been playing really good. Great defense too. Siena, I want no part of. Honestly, like they haven't shown me this year that they should be, you know, basically odds-on favorite to win this conference. I like St. Peter's. I do like Marist. You know, quote unquote chalky here, but you know, 475, 650 is what it is. I don't see any of these back teams making through. Honestly, Fairfield, I know I've liked them, but I just don't see them beating St. Peter's. So.
Shout out Hoodie Jello, just reading me like a freaking book. Yeah, give me that Siena 330 plus 330. It's about the stories in March. It's about the stories, and I have to go with the hypothesis, baby. The hypothesis: Siena plus 330. They figure it out. Refs help and get Jerry Mack. They got to give him a job boost, and the Mac wants that. They want it. I promise. Trust me. I've been talking to the MAAC official conference people, and they're like, we got to get Siena in the tournament. So allegedly. But Siena plus 330, I'm going to take that. And with these kind of like lower odds bets, like, you know, like I sprinkle Longwood plus 3,000, of course, but and then take St. Thomas plus 130 at like a full half unit. I'll do this. I'll do the same for Siena here. And we'll get a little crazy, man. We're going to go Quinnipiac plus 650. But I would rather kind of I'd like to wait for the Marist Quinnipiac game to finish, because then I would just take the money line for Marist Merrimack, and then I could damn near just hedge the Siena bet with another money line play for Marist, but on the rollover potentially. But that's just getting a little too cute. I like Siena and I like Quinnipiac here, but I'm not going to take it now. I just don't love – I will bet Siena, but I want to see what the Marist Quinnipiac game settles at. I mean, you don't really have a choice to not take chalk in this conference. I mean, you got 5 teams to choose from, basically.
Yeah, I'm taking St. Peter's and Siena. They're in the bottom of the conference, and then I'll look if either one of those make it to the final game. Should have a fairly good number, especially if it's Siena versus Merrimack. Not going to be on Merrimack on the top of the bracket. I will sprinkle a little bit on Iona plus 1,800. They've got the talent. They just haven't put it together and have really struggled. But any team can catch fire and win 4 games in a row. It could be them for sure. So I'll sprinkle a little bit on Iona.
It's always worth a sprinkle. You can really take hedges a long way with the sprinkle shots. So let's go. MAAC bracket. And then we got Missouri Valley as well kicking off here. Missouri Valley Arch Madness, always a great tournament. Some people on Twitter that call themselves college basketball like freaking journalists that have to cry to get their way. They're like, oh, yeah, Arch Madness is my favorite conference tournament. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Really, really, really nice of you to say that one. Good answer. Yeah, of course it is. Of course it is. I digress. But Missouri Valley, great conference tournament in St. Louis. Damn near the last thing in St. Louis outside of the Cardinals, huh, Elliot? Over there, unfortunately, was literally they held a World Fair there in St. Louis in the 1900s. That was going to be the place to be, potentially, what they were propping up to. But they took the Rams away. They took the greatest show on turf away. Things went to shit. But anywho, Missouri Valley. Anything sticking out to you, Elliot, for Arch Madness here? Got some long shot potential. I know one.
Yeah, just
and then some short odds as well too.
Kind of funny that you've got, the 6th seed as the second best odds on the board, with Northern Iowa having to play a whole nother game Thursday. But we've seen that teams that maybe play the game before could roll in and come with a little bit of some momentum. But I just thought that was funny that they're sitting at plus 475, and then your 2, 3, 4, and 5 are all with longer odds than them.
They played too, like that's crazy.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take a little flyer on UIC actually to get it done. I think if they can, I think the problem with them is if they can survive the Murray State game, they'll match up somewhat decent against Belmont, just because they've kind of seen them a few times. But I think if Murray State plays Belmont just outclasses them and runs away with it. So I'll take UIC on the top half, and then I'm actually going to go with Illinois State, the preseason favorites, to kind of hit their stride and get it done. They're probably, I would say I kind of was looking at Bradley plus 750. That looked pretty good too, but they're away from home. I don't really think that they're going to be able to get it done this year. So I'm kind of not going to be on Belmont. Hopefully they can get tripped up, and then I've got either UIC on the top half of the bracket and then Illinois State on the bottom half of the bracket.
Trevor Jones.
Yeah. Kind of what Elliot said with Bradley away from home. I don't really trust him as much. Valparaiso 35-1. I can kind of see a path there, and then the final the semifinals is kind of where that plan kind of goes to hell, either UIC or Northern Iowa. I really want to play in Northern Iowa, but on less than 5-1, you got to win 4 games. Not a great value side for me, but I kind of like Murray State, honestly. Like, it's not like they've been incredibly amazing here, but they have an offense here. They've played these teams tough. If they can get past Belmont, I think they can, find themselves in the championship game at least, and they're going to get 10-1. I like that. So Murray State and Valpo for me. If I had to get chalky, it would be Northern Iowa. If I had to pick one of the top 3.
Milwaukee, they got to fucking win 4 games.
I know. That's why That's why I'm not playing it. And it's only 5-1. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't even know if that is chalky. I don't think anything's chalk here because it's just like Belmont, I guess. But who thinks I'm not sprinkling Valpo? Get out of here! Get out of here! Too late. Already did. Sprinkled Valpo. You think I'm not going to take the Darling, my favorite freaking team ever this season? Valpo's been great this season. I said Valpo, Mercyhurst. Who's we kind of went in spurts. Georgia Southern earlier in the season. So, anywho, Valpo's been playing great. I think that they can be dangerous. Everything you're saying about Bradley is correct, and I think Valpo has a nice run there. I like Illinois State as well too. I took them to win the conference in our preseason previews. I'm going to go with it. Yeah, I know it's not really mathematically smart to put 2 of them in the bottom half of the bracket, but I think that's Belmont's side up at the top. This is a way to maybe get a nice little potential run at the bottom, getting Illinois State and Valpo right. And then I think there's a lot of chances to do a little money line rollover play, especially at the top there against Belmont. So yeah, let's freaking go. Valpo, sprinkle, and then I'll do a full half unit on Illinois State plus 500 as well too. All right, first game of the Southland. What the hell? Missouri Valley. Southern Illinois is laying 4.5 against Drake. Over-unders 137.5. We got to fade Drake one last time, don't we?
Kind of feels like it.
Kind of is like it.
Just it ain't. They're not coach proof. Every time they come in, they always dominate. Not the case this year. They'll be fine. Obviously, it's Drake. They'll bounce back. They've got money and plenty of experience and everything else in this conference. But I'm not worried about it. But just not their year. 4.5 in this tournament feels a tad ridiculous. Ugh.
You're in your head too much.
I'll take Salukis minus 4.5.
Just don't overthink it. Southern Illinois, they've been playing great as of late. They've been running a good Matt Nagy offense. Matt, Chiefs offensive coordinator. Elliot, not a fan probably of him as much as some past OCs potentially. But
he's gone now, so I'm glad he's gone now.
Yeah, that is true. I got to get back up on my football knowledge because the Colts just want to give money to a guy with an Achilles and then just let Alec Pierce walk to the Bills, basically. So, anywho, but we'll figure that out in the fall when we're talking conference previews because we'll be back talking college basketball in July and August. Don't you worry. Not consistently like we do as much, but we'll be back. But don't overthink it. SIU's been playing great as of late. Offense is good. Defense has been stellar all season. I feel like the offense has really stepped it up, especially even last game against a bad Evansville team. I don't think Drake surprises anyone, and I think this roster has already quit going into this season. Drake, down year. I think they'll be back. I'm with you, Trevor, but down year for Drake. SIU gets it done and goes on to Belmont next game, which that game they played against Belmont earlier this season. Whew, that was a fun one. Great game. Yeah,
I'll be on the Salukis here as well. I'll lay the 4.5. In the last 9 games, Drake's 0-9, SIU's 7-2. So like Huff said, don't overthink it. Back to Salukis here.
South Carolina State, North Carolina Central. Central is laying 7.5. Over under is 143.5 here. Central 2 games in a row won. South Carolina State just had a road win. I don't think that they can reciprocate, but I'm not laying 7.5 with Central. I'll take Central, no bet.
Yeah, Central, no bet. I'm not gonna. That's way too much.
Yeah. South Carolina State can kind of like slow it down a lot too, where they can keep it within 3 to 4 possessions like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna lay it here with NC Central minus 7.5. I will bet it. I think they get revenge. Lost by 13 on the road against South Carolina State, so I think they run up the score, win this game by double digits. So I'll be on the Eagles here and back my guy Lavelle Moten.
Yep, got to say goodbye to that one. Only a couple more times left this season, so everyone's got their little sleepy coaches that we don't really, talk about much, sleepy teams. I think it's always great. Elliot loves Lavelle Moten there. Don't blame him. Good coach. Already talked about that. Iona laying 2.5 against Sacred Heart. Over-unders 148.5. Elliot, you said you liked Iona earlier in the preview. I'm assuming you will be taking Iona against Sacred Heart, who Sacred Heart had a run, but total up and down team, and they just had a win against Mount St. Mary's. I feel like they're kind of like a win one, lose one type of team.
Yeah, I'll be on Iona here. I'm just going to take them on the money line, though. Don't necessarily trust them. Even at this short number, they seemingly play a lot of these, 1-2 point games, kind of in these close battles. So all, here as of late, won 3 of their last 4. Last one was double overtime. Their last loss was double overtime against MEAC on the road. So they've been playing better as of late. Beat St. Peter's there down the stretch as well. I'll lay it here. I'll just lay it. Yeah. I'll lay the 2.5.
Trevor?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like this Iona team, man. They're so just schizophrenic. Sacred Heart's not like any good, but I don't know what you're ever going to get from this Iona team. They played them they played them early this year. 12-point loss all the way back in December. Sacred Heart played decent down the stretch here. I mean, they lost 5, but since January 14th, they 8-5. So they're not playing terrible. Iona, schizophrenic. I don't ever trust them. So on a neutral here, I'll take the Pioneers. They're playing better. I just don't trust Iona personally. I haven't all year. So Sacred Heart or nothing.
I'm going to go. I see 147.5 on FanDuel. I will take the over here in the full game. Last time these two teams played, there was 150 points scored. Now we're getting a conference tournament game. Yes, it is a neutral at Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, but not too worried about it. Defense is kind of bleak on both sides. Iona defends the 3 well, which Sacred Heart does well, but Sacred Heart defensively a major issue, and Sacred Heart's offense is pretty good. So I think that they can try to find holes within Iona's defense, and we see these points go up, and I think we see a team closer in the high 70s and both teams in the 70s. So over 147.5. It'll be a little dicey, I think, but we'll get it done. Let's go. FIU laying 2.5 against Middle Tennessee. Over-unders 152.5. It's that court, man. The books are like, yep, we'll just lay it because they got that weird court, and FIU is decent at home. They have been playing good as of late. I kind of want to say get the fuck out of here, though, and bet Middle Tennessee on the road. I mean, they've been a good, decent road team. They found their stretch as of late. My only hesitation is that they've won 3 in a row, and then they're going into FIU. But they did lose to them in a tough battle. Remember that game in overtime where Middle Tennessee's been in a lot of overtime games this season. I think there's a kind of a revenge angle spot here, and Middle Tennessee figures it out, gets it done on the road. FIU just won, total another win one, lose one type of team. It's not their final home game either. They got a senior night on Saturday. They got a good amount of seniors, 4 seniors. So I think they screw this one up, and then they get it done against Western Kentucky. Let's go Middle Tennessee on the road.
Yeah, I'll go FIU at home on the beach. They play better. They're playing good ball. Middle Tennessee, yes, they've won 3 straight, all at home, and then they needed overtime. And this last one, now they're going to hit the road. I just think FIU gets this one coming back home here off of a win. I think they finish the season strong. So I will take FIU and Middle Tennessee on the road. They've lost they're 2-7 in their last 9. Actually 3-9 overall this year. I'm sorry, 3-8 overall this year on the road. So not a strong road team either.
Yep, I agree. 2-6 in conference play on the road, but they did lose to FIU at home. So for that reason, I'm going to take FIU money line. No bet though.
To the Middle Tennessee American flag logo. Boston American got a little Patriot League conference tournament battle. We went over that bracket last night. You got a line on this one? I don't see one. Oh, I do see one.
3.5.
Yep. Boston laying 3.5. They just played on Saturday, 68-65. American won by 3. Elliot, kind of like you've been loving Boston lately. I don't blame you. They've been a solid team. I mean, what'd you say the over-under was? 140?
Yeah, 141.5. Juice to the under.
3.6. The Green Book, 3.65 got 140 flat. I'm gonna let this number go down a little bit. It seems like maybe bet down. I think this is another crazy over. We just saw this go to 135. I think Boston steps it up offensively. We've seen them go in the 80s plenty of times. These teams are going to be playing their hearts out as it's their final game, potentially. And Boston's been a fun team, especially on the offensive side of the ball. This will be another crazy over. I'll keep an eye on it for the show, but I do like that 140 and 141.5. So let's rock.
Yeah. I kind of think this will be a fun game overall here, but American coming in, lost 2 straight last time. They played Boston, beat them, and so now it was a tight one. Now we're coming back here on the neutral in Boston in a revenge, and they're playing really good ball. I'll lay it with Boston. It's gonna be what was the line again? 2.5, 3.5. I'll lay it with Boston. I know it's a bigger number, but they're at home, revenge spot. They're playing good basketball. Start the tournament off right here with a big win. But I got to skedaddle like terms. I will bounce on back when I am finished there. Those chat goats. I will be back. Toodles.
I'll take American plus the 3.5. I think that they're primed a little bit better for a postseason run, more experience. They got the guard play with Sprouse, so I'll back American off of the just loss 3-4 days ago against Boston. So give me American plus 3.5. I'll battle Trevor.
Yep, I'll be rooting for that one because for the over, I think that I need that basically. So we'll be rooting for that. Let's run some fast tempo offense here, Elliot. Now in the Pump Fake Pod After Dark. Get out of here! Valpo laying 2.5 against Indiana State. Over-under is 137.5. Yeah, I did sprinkle something 35-1. Yeah, I am going to bet on Valpo tomorrow. I don't care that Indiana State's been playing good as of late. I don't care. Guess what Valpo's been doing? Being Valpo all season. They're solid. Now we get a good line on them. This Roger Palatine's been fun. I think they sweep Indiana State. I don't want to hear that it's tough to beat a team 3 times. Happened tonight with Stonehill, Lemoyne. Sometimes good teams just get it done, and now you get Valpo a bad timing off of a bad loss to Evansville. I think it was the right time to lose. They're going to come out playing pissed off and get it done to a team that they know that they can beat because they've done it twice. Let's go Valpo. Roger Powell.
Yeah, I'll take Valparaiso here. I'm gonna just take them on the money line. They beat Indiana State on the road by 4, and then beat Indiana State by 1 at home. So I'll just take Valpo on the money line. Little juice here, but I will bet that. Was tempted to maybe just starting off maybe a little money line parlay with these first 2 Missouri Valley Conference teams, and go Valpo plus Southern Illinois and just take them both on the money line. But I'll just take Valpo here on the money line. I think it's a decent enough price.
Let's go Valpo. Tulsa laying 8.5 against East Carolina. Over unders 156.5. East Carolina, aren't they off of a big win, Elliot? Yes, they are off of a big win. Finally got it done.
Poster too.
What'd you say? Sorry.
I said a big poster too by Jordan Riley.
Oh, that was insane. Yeah. God, was that Sunday? Can't remember. But anywho, I think they're gonna struggle here. We've seen ECU struggle, but a lot of points to lay. I'll lay it with Tulsa, no bets. They're good. They're a good team. I think it's bad for ECU off of their win, but too many points to lay. I'm gonna go get a refill of my beverage.
Yeah, you're good. Just looking at the conference standings real quick. I think Tulsa's kind of got a couple games back of South Florida. Did they play South Florida down the stretch at all? They don't. They got Temple. Already lost South Florida twice, so they've kind of locked it up. Yeah, give me Tulsa minus the 8.5, but no bet for me on this one. Too many points to lay it on the road in a game that, I mean, kind of matters, I guess, because you have Tulsa and Wichita State tied in second right now, and I'm not quite sure who has the tiebreaker because they've split the season series, so they're still playing for something. So yeah, give me Tulsa minus 8.5. No bet though. And then another one, kind of similar line. You've got Sam Houston minus 7.5. I think I'm seeing it's down to 6.5 as well against Delaware. Delaware looking like, what have they done here recently? Loses a 4 straight, 3 of them on the road though, in a row. Sam Houston last time beat them by 12, kind of towards the beginning of the season when Delaware was really kind of struggling. They've kind of struggled throughout the whole season, but have played a little bit better as of late before losing 4 straight. Oh, this will be another one where I just lay it here with Sam Houston State as well. 13-5 overall in conference after they started 1-4. So they're 12-1 in their last 13 games. I think they keep it rolling, but don't want to lay another big number like this on the road. So I'll lay the 6.5 with Sam Houston State, but no bet on this one as well.
I'm with you. I'll lay it. No bet. Holy Cross Lehigh. We got why can't I find this game?
Why wasn't the lining on this one?
What?
I said, why wasn't the lining on this one?
I don't know.
Um,
Can't find it.
Maybe that's why. Yeah, I don't see it at all.
Yeah. Well, Lehigh off of the Holy Cross win. No bet.
Yeah, Ken Palm's got it at 6. We'll see what it would be. What
Oh,
it would be.
Not laying 6 with Lehigh or something like that.
No,
It'll be more like 4 or something.
it's probably gonna be like 3.5.
4,
I bet
yeah,
3.5, 4. I would lay it with Lehigh. They just lost to Holy Cross at the beginning of February by 9 on the road.
Yeah.
Like I said, love back in Lehigh or love back in Holy Cross at home, but on the road I'll fade them, especially after Holy Cross was able to get it done on the road against Lafayette. So give me Lehigh to get it done.
Loyola Maryland versus Colgate. Colgate, the number 2 seed here. I think we have a line on this one. Colgate is laying 6.5 against Loyola. Over/unders 151.5. They just played a game where they scored 200 points combined and only lost by 3. I'm not laying it with Colgate. I'm not. I'm going to take Loyola Maryland. I think Loyola Maryland. Yes, Colgate's better, but they fought Colgate tough last time out on the road in overtime. They lost by 6 at home last time as well. Maybe they're due for some regression, but they know how to play Colgate, and Colgate's defense is ass, and this whole team is just not up to par for me. Give me Loyola Maryland plus the 6.5.
Yeah, I'll take Colgate on the money line here. Probably actually just gonna I'll pair Lehigh and Colgate. Do a little Patriot League 2-team money line parlay. I think both of them get it done in advance. So give me Colgate plus Lehigh on the money line.
I like that little favorite parlay. I like it. Liberty, a lot of big spreads. Liberty is laying 8.5 against La Tech. Over/unders 137.5. Oh, good old Liberty. Could not get it done on the road against Jacksonville State. I think this is the one that they beat a team up. They haven't beat a team up since UTEP, and it was only a 9-point game. They don't really beat teams up, but La Tech is just horrible. I'm going Liberty at home. I think this is a shellacking. Missed it last time on the road against Jack State. This is the one that they get. No more close games for this Liberty Flames.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I will lay it here with Liberty at home. Lost last time out at home, got embarrassed, lost by 21. They play with some pride here. I'm a little nervous about the look ahead spot to Sam Houston State, who they've got coming in on Saturday. But Liberty going to be playing free. They've already locked up the Conference USA first seed. Give me Liberty to kind of blow out La Tech here and get a bounce back after that disappointing first loss in the conference and 21-point loss at home.
Temple laying 4.5 against Tulane. Over/unders 144.5. I can't figure this Tulane team out, dude. I cannot figure them out. I feel like they're kind of fraudulent. I do love this Temple team. It's like they're feisty at home, but this line kind of stinks, and I think this is going to be a low-scoring affair for the most part. I think Tulane can keep it close. I'll take Tulane plus the 4.5. Gross-ass game. We see this. I think this game goes under as well, too, based on the pace. I think we see a lack of scoring, which could fare well for Tulane catching points. Give me Tulane.
Yeah, Tulane beat them by 11 on the road or at home. I'll take Temple minus the 4.5, but I don't want to bet this. They've been kind of reeling here, losers of 6 straight. So yeah, give me Temple minus the 4.5. No bet though.
Maryland Eastern Shore versus Delaware State. Maryland Eastern Shore is laying 6.5. Over-unders 125, 127 I see. So shop around if you like a total there. Delaware State, that was a horrible, horrible game last time. Tough beat. I don't want to figure anything out with this Delaware. I don't want to know anything about this Delaware State team after that tough loss we suffered with them last time. Tough losses, you can bounce back from that. I'll take Delaware State plus the points. No bet, though. Not bet Delaware State again for the third time, I'm going to tell you. Just still getting PTSD from that Sunday or Monday night, whatever it was. The days come together now, but the last time they played.
Yeah, I'm going to take Maryland Eastern Shore here, minus 6.5. I will bet it. Delaware State has one conference win so far this year in the MEAC, and that was against Maryland Eastern Shore at home, beat them by 8. I think that UMES returns the favor. They're the better team, and they're at home. They just lost that home game where they were up by a pretty good amount to NC Central. NC Central came storming back in the second half and stole that game 77-73. So UMES responds last home game before MEAC tournament play. Give me the Hawks to cover the 6.5.
All right, let's go. Navy versus Bucknell. Home game for Navy. I don't see a line on this one. Do you? Check again.
Nope, I've got nothing.
I got nothing as well. Assuming Navy's laying like 8.5, 9.5, something like that. I mean, I'm not going to get off the Navy train here. Navy's been rolling. Bucknell just played a home game, essentially, and then now they're going to Navy. Tough spot for them, especially playing the top team. They beat up on Bucknell by 16. They beat them up by 21. I think it's going to be a no sweat for Navy.
Yeah, Ken Palm's got this as a 15-point win for Navy, so we could see this upwards of like 12, 13.5 even. I'll lay it with Navy. No bet here. They might come out tight. First round of Patriot League play. A little nervous, shake the nerves here. You always see that first game can kind of be a little bit of a scare, similar to Long Island today, kind of surviving against Chicago State. But I'll lay it with Navy. No bet, though.
Florida A&M versus Bethune-Cookman. Florida A&M is laying – I'm just kidding. Bethune – oh, it's a close one, though. Bethune laying a point on DraftKings, 2.5 some places. Man, it's Bethune – FAMU's been stepping it up, but come on. Bethune's better. Now we're getting a low spot here. I don't care if Bethune – hasn't looked as better than they did, but like what? They lost 2 games in the middle of February. They're 14-3 in conference play. Florida A&M, yeah, they're good. Maybe the line stinks a little bit, but Bethune's way better. I don't care that they've lost to them already and the line stinks. I'm going to take Bethune on the low spot where we can get them on a really short line.
Yeah, I'm going to take Florida A&M here, actually. I'll take them on the money line, plus 120. I think it's a good spot for them at home. Back this team. Bethune, they've already locked up the 1 seed. Don't really necessarily have anything to play for. So they're kind of already looking towards the SWAC tournament. This game doesn't mean anything really to them because, they win. They still got to win out to win the conference tournament to get to postseason play. If they lose, same thing. Still got to win out to get to conference tournament play. So not sure if they're going to have a really dog in the fight here in this game. And you look at FAMU tied for second with 3 other teams. So big game for them for seeding purposes. Give me FAMU on the money line. I'll bet it.
All right. Battling here. Do like that angle. It's a good angle. Western Kentucky's laying a 1.5 against Missouri State. Over-unders 151.5. Missouri State's fraudulent as all can be. This line stinks, but I don't think Western Kentucky's anything good either. They've shit the bed sometimes. I'll take Missouri State plus 1.5. No bet. I don't want to bet on Missouri State. I like betting on them in December or whatever when they're playing good, January.
Yeah, I'm gonna dive into the stink here. I'm gonna take Western Kentucky. They get it done. I'll just take them on the money line since they're on the road. They do shoot 76.5% from the free throw line, so I could just lay the 1.5. But yeah, I'll just take Western Kentucky on the money line. They won by 15 on at home against this Missouri State team. I'm not going to overthink it. Better team. Western Kentucky gets it done. Looking at the standings, third right now, half game above Kennesaw. So really need to kind of keep pace there with this and these 2 road games. I think they dropped the FIU game. I think you're right on that. So I think they win here, but then drop the FIU game. They're also playing really good. Winners of 6 straight. So 7 straight going into FIU, and they lose.
Alcorn State versus Grambling State. Alcorn State probably catching like 3 maybe. No, laying. This isn't even the right team. Grambling State versus Alabama State, actually, not Alcorn State. So apologies. I made this one. That's on me. But I was rushing through it today, I'll be honest. Got to it late. Alabama State laying 3.5. That makes sense. Probably shouldn't bet this if I didn't even get the slide right here. But we'll take it. Alabama State's good at home. But are they? They've let me down at home sometimes. I'll take them. No bets. That's Alabama State, not Alcorn.
Yeah, I'll take Alabama State as well. No bet. They lost to Grambling at Grambling by 10. Maybe you can see a little revenge angle here, but I've already bet 1 SWAC game. Not going to bet another.
Charlton State laying a point. Wow. Against UT Arlington. Over-unders 135.5. Have these teams played 9 times this season, Elliot? I mean, my goodness. I'm ready for this WAC to turn into the United Athletic Conference.
WAC is WAC. Third game, I think, right?
Yeah, they all played 3. A-Sun was really marketing that United Athletic Conference today on the tournament. All right, cool. UT Arlington's been getting their ass kicked. Haven't won 1 game in February. Had a decent January. Lost to Tarleton back in December 29th to kick off conference play. And then they split one, got their win again at home in January when they were looking as a competitive conference foe at 6-2 in conference play. But now they're sitting at 7-9, have really fallen off. Elliot, we going with Gillespie here? I mean, they aren't anything special either. I don't know if they've even fallen off because they barely even begun. With 2 games left in WAC, this being one of them, I think this is a problem. I think UT Arlington can bounce back here on the road as well. But you going to Gillespie?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Gillespie here. Dior Johnson, he's played in the last 2 games against Utah Valley and Cal Baptist on the road. So they kind of got their team back. They're healthy. I think Ncaa was back as well. Both of them kind of came off the bench, didn't start, but both played, 22 minutes for Ncaa, 29 minutes for Dior Johnson. So I think they get it done here at home. Chris Ncaa, senior night for him. They win this on the money line. I think the line is telling for a reason.
I'm going to battle you here. UT Arlington. I'm going to go UT Arlington. I like their defense. We'll battle. Norfolk State Howard. It's a good game. You know what we're doing. Come on now. Howard turned into our darlings definitely in conference play. Why am I not seeing a line on this?
5.5.
5.5 for Howard.
Yep, Howard Lane 5.5. Over under is 145.5.
So it'll be like 75.5, 74.5 for their team total. We're not jumping off the train. I'll take Howard. They've been so fruitful this season, especially conference season. It's going to continue against Norfolk State. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm not going to hop off this train. Give me Howard minus the 5.5. We're going to continue to ride him.
Hell yeah! Shout out One Cross, landing my first heel flip today. Let's go, dude. Fuck yeah. Let's go to Juice, and I got to shout out. Yeah, Alcorn State in the triple threat ladder match. Man, I'm telling you, let's get some threes going somehow. How do we get? That's how we should do it. Instead of like kicking a team out and not letting them in the conference tournament, we just make like a 4-way basketball game somehow, or like 3 teams playing at once. That'd be awesome. Triangular basketball. Let's go. Man, just great games after good game here. Morgan State, Coppin State.
Love when there's no lines.
Yeah. Morgan State laying 5.5 against Coppin. Over under is 150.5 here. I mean, Morgan's been rolling, man. I'll lay it with Morgan, but Coppin randomly feisty at times. They just got their ass kicked. I think they could step it up. I'll lay it with Morgan, though. Not going to go off the train. No bet, though. Just pick.
Yeah, I like Morgan State at home. I backed them at home against Norfolk State. I think we're battling on that one. Yet another home game here. Safe to say, their only home loss here as of late was to Howard, deservedly so, because Howard's a freaking wagon. Give me Morgan State, and we will. You said it 5.5. Is that what you said, or 6.5?
Shot 5.5. Yeah.
5.5. Yeah. So I will take the Morgan State Bears minus the 5.5.
Let's go. Holy shit. Let's go. Michigan State laying 18.5. They're just laying a hyphen, actually. Over-under's hyphen. Michigan State's laying, I see 18.5. 365 is behind. I see 19.5, 19. I mean, they've been rolling. Rutgers is ass. And then Rutgers just had a road win. Now they're going into the Breslin Center. This isn't senior night, is it, for them? I don't think that they just had their road stretch. So I figured they'll have a back-to-back because they play Michigan, I think, right? Or no, not Michigan. They already played them at home. Michigan on the road.
Michigan
so this is senior night then. Yeah, get the hell out of here. They got interrupted, kissing Sparty. Give me. I'm just freaking lay it. Rutgers, I mean, their team total 60.5. I'm tempted to take that. I mean, they only won, and they should have won by way more and scored more. They only scored 65 in their win against Maryland. What do you think, Elliot? Should I lay it or take team total under 60.5 with Rutgers? I think Michigan State blows them out, steps it up defensively, and you get the classic walk-off from some great Michigan State seniors as the home guard. The Izzone sends them off into March. A nice little send-off. Jackson Kohler, Carson Cooper, some big dudes out of there. And then they'll get in Wolchek, and then they'll get in those guys as well. So yeah, give me Michigan State. What do? I do team total under 60.5. I feel like I'm leaning that way for some reason, but I mean, if they do that, then they're gonna beat them by 20.
Yeah, I'm laying it off, or I'm laying it minus 18.5, but I'm not gonna bet this game. I think that the number is pretty damn sharp. We could see this game kind of like that San Jose State game from earlier on in the season. They get up for the seniors, are up by 20 at halftime, and then somehow let them backdoor cover it, and Rutgers gets the win. So I'm going to stay out the game completely. Lay it, no bet.
Yeah, I'm going to go team total for Rutgers. I think that's a better call, and I think that's a fair score right here as well, too, potentially. So, because they could only win by like 15, 14 in dominant fashion, and still Rutgers only scores like 55 points. So that was my thought to begin with. Let's go. We'll go Rutgers team total. I was leaning that way anyway. Holy shit! Texas Southern versus Prairie View A&M. Texas Southern is laying 3.5. Over under is 154.5. Prairie View, man, hot. Both teams catching fire towards the end here. Unbelievable performance, and I'll tell you what, Prairie View really shocked me this year. They stepped it up. They've looked really stellar as of late.
Yeah, damn near 500 in SWAC play, 8-9,
Yeah.
with a chance to get to 500. Texas Southern, 10-7. They've kind of turned it on after struggling here at the beginning.
Yep. Prairie View beat Texas Southern last time out. I think Texas Southern gets it right here. And now we're getting Texas Southern in March as well, too. This is the time of the year that this program just steps it up historically, and it's going to be another historic one. I'll take Texas Southern on the money line as a 2-team money line parlay. First pair. Minus 170, I see.
Yeah, I'm just gonna lay it with Texas Southern, but I'm not gonna bet. No, I'll bet it. Texas Southern in March. They made a run a couple years ago as the 8 seed there in the SWAC and won the tournament. So they're gonna turn things around here under Johnny Jones and get it done. Despite their disappointing loss to Mississippi Valley State, other than that, they've won 5 of their last 6. So they keep it rolling here. I'll lay it with Texas Southern and I'll lock it up.
Let's go. First pair of Texas Southern. Who's going to be Texas Southern's mate in the 2-team moneyline parlay? Need that graphic, Elliot. But also, I found in the nightstand, my guest bedroom nightstand, like 10 $2 bills. Just so you know, I was thinking of you.
Oh yeah,
I was thinking of you today when I saw that. When I saw that. Let's go. Jackson State's laying hyphen. Mississippi Valley State over-unders hyphen. Mississippi Valley State in the tournament this year. They're going to be in the SWAC tournament. They let everybody in, so they will be in this year. They could be feisty, man. Jackson State laying 10.5. I know it's Mississippi Valley State, and they deserve – sometimes they just lay it down, but it's not an automatic lay as of late. And I've been staying off it and sometimes even betting Mississippi Valley State at times. I will lay it with Jackson State, though, here at home. No bet. I don't want to lay that many points with Jackson State, who really struggles defensively.
Yep. No, I agree with you here. I'm going to lay it with Jackson State, but no bet on this one. I bet Bethune and I bet FAMU and I bet Texas Southern. Not gonna be betting this SWAC game.
All right.
Man, what's this line?
Iowa's laying. Michigan's laying 8.5. Over under is 145.5. Iowa stinks. But for some reason, I feel like they like this line kind of stinks as well too.
A lot of seniors on Iowa too. Bennett Sturts, Tavion Banks, a lot of those guys that have played with McCollum for all their years, kind of followed him throughout. So they don't have as many seniors as I thought, though. Just the 2 that I remembered. I didn't realize that Cam Monowau, Manuwu or whatever, was only a junior. Iowa off that disappointing loss to Penn State, to Penn State. Give me Iowa plus the 8.5. Last home game, senior night. Place should be rocking. I'm probably an idiot for this, so I will totally, take on the people that are going to be fading this pick. But for some reason, my gut's telling me to take Iowa plus 8.5.
I mean, yeah, Michigan's got to do. They got to be due for somewhat of a stinker. I mean, they only beat Minnesota by 10 at home, by all means. So they're perfectly capable of showing that. I like the under here. I already bet it on the score, 146.5. I took the under because I was leaning Iowa as well. I think Iowa's a solid team, and they kind of stink, but they're a solid, cohesive team. And like you said it best, like they have a good camaraderie, but they lack execution this season. So they got a bright future ahead under McCollum, but this year, not it, but I think for some reason Iowa gets up here, and I like the under. I took the under 146.5 due to the fact that I think that they can control tempo. I know taking an under is just as crazy as fading Michigan, so taking a Michigan under, that is. But I think we see this as a knockout, drag-out style game, and I think Michigan can get a little disrupted. Excuse me, burping,
Yeah.
guys.
I like that under. I feel like if the under hits, Iowa covers. So that's the game style they're going to play. They're going to need to limit possessions against Michigan. So
Yep.
I like that.
Southern Utah versus Utah Valley. Southern Utah hyphen versus hyphen here. Give me
Utah Valley's laying 9.5 at Southern Utah. Over under is 151.5.
how many times do I have to freaking talk about this game too as well? I'm over the WAC. I'm not jumping off Utah Valley, but I like them better at home. Give me Utah Valley, no bets. Dumb
Yeah,
WAC.
Southern Utah beat Utah Valley by 14 at home last time.
Yeah,
And now they're
Did they get their ass kicked before then too.
9.5.
We bet that Southern Utah game, by the way, when they won. I know
Utah Valley won by 17 at home. Give me Southern Utah. I don't understand this line. I'll take Southern Utah plus the 9.5. I know they've got another home game against Cal Baptist, but they're gonna get up here against the top team here in the WAC in Utah Valley. Utah Valley wins, but Southern Utah covers.
I like it. I'm not touching it. Southern versus Alabama A&M. Alabama A&M is catching a point? Basically a pick 'em, right?
Loading it up right now. I'm seeing Southern minus 1.5, but it's plus 100, so damn near a pick 'em. Southern's minus 115.
Southern just had a road win. I've bet on Alabama A&M 2 home games in a row. They've been 1-1. I'm not doing the tiebreaker. I'll pick Alabama A&M at home, but I feel like Southern's just a little better, man. No bet.
Yeah, this one's going to be should be a competitive game. You got two teams tied for second. They're in the SWAC, as I mentioned before, with Texas Southern and Florida A&M. Even better reason for me to back Texas Southern in that game. I will take Alabama A&M on the money line. I don't know if I'm going to bet it, but I will. I'll take Alabama on the money line. No bet.
Yeah. Just done it too many times. Holy shit. All right. Fairfield. No lines, anyone. Sorry. Fairfield laying 5.5 against Manhattan. Fairfield off of a 47-point home performance. One of my better home courts in the mid-majors. One of my favorites. Now we're getting that Jägermeister logo just staring at us. Get the Jägermeister out at the freezer. Fairfield is going to get this done. Welcome, Fairfield, on a date to Texas Southern, Northeast. Meet the South. Fairfield, Texas Southern on the money line. both home teams catching a similar number or laying a similar number. I like it. Those are my 2-team money line parlay. Fairfield bounces back after a bad offensive performance. Talking 47 points in 40 minutes of basketball. Do the math.
Yeah, Manhattan's really struggled down the stretch as well. I'll lay it with Fairfield here, minus the 4.5. Probably gonna stay away from a bet though.
Kennesaw State versus UTEP. Kennesaw State on the road here, going into El Paso. Kennesaw is laying. Kennesaw is laying 2.5 against UTEP. Whew, this line stinks. This line is stinky. This may be fake sharp, but I'm going to lock up UTEP. Let's go. UTEP, I think, they're pretty bad. I'll be honest. They're pretty bad. But this line, to me, stinks. In all respect to Kennesaw, another team I like much better at home. But now we're getting this weird 2.5 line on a CBS Sports Network style game. And UTEP does nothing. I mean, they do nothing. Nothing good with the basketball. And Kennesaw, who's won 4 straight, yes, 3 of those being at home. They are a much different team on the road. I'm gonna fall for this fake ass sharp play. Let's go UTEP plus 2.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna be shout out Wagon Man. Appreciate the donation. Hope the bars were nice. KSU alum. So guess what? I'm going Kennesaw State minus the 2.5. I think they get it done. They gotta keep pace with Western Kentucky here in a battle for the 3rd spot, and also they gotta win because there's a log jam for the 5th spot with Middle Tennessee, Jacksonville State, and Louisiana Tech all at 9-9. So Kennesaw State just right above them. They need to win out here in this little trip out west against UTEP, New Mexico State. Only time that they've played this year against UTEP. So I think the better team wins. I will lay the 2.5.
All right. Yeah, sorry, Wagon Man. I did not see that until then, but awesome. Yeah, Kennesaw State's fun. Good campus. Love Kennesaw. All right, West Coast Conference, baby. We got the first inaugural conference tournament to do this type of bracket. Now some teams are falling over. I mean, there's no value. Yeah, give me Pacific plus 2,500. Sprinkle. I mean, I'm doing it one last time. I love the Pacific team. I'm gonna. It's just out of principle. I'm just a little 0.1 unit. Hey, when you got like 70 units to play with, 0.1 unit, all good. Let's try to flip it, make a run with Pacific. But probably smarter to just do like a money line rollover with some of those teams at the same time. But whatever. I'm gonna sprinkle Pacific here. I don't see a value in Gonzaga minus 210, but I think that they can get some revenge against St. Mary's. I mean, Gonzaga is destined for the championship. An easy top half, a tougher bottom half, though, on the West Coast tournament. So I'm just going to sprinkle Pacific. I know that's probably a donation. If I had to pick another team maybe to get fun with is Santa Clara at plus 650. Elliot, you going with your Santa Clara Broncos?
I'm sprinkling Santa Clara. I'm also gonna sprinkle Oregon State on the top half actually. Only reason why I'm doing that is because if you remember what was it 2 years ago, I believe Long Beach State went on the run for their coach Munson, and were able to get it done, and they won did they win the conference tournament, or they went to the conference tournament final? I can't remember if I think they did go to I think they ended up winning it, and they went to the tournament. Correct me if I'm wrong, but now you got Tinkle announcing he's not coming back. I think his players get up. I think it'd be a fun little sprinkle, especially I'm getting plus 1,700 and you got to win 3 games, one against probably either San Francisco or Washington State. I know you got to beat Gonzaga, but if I can get Santa Clara and Oregon State in the final, I'll be feet up chilling. Yeah, thank you, Crutch. They went to March Madness. So kind of thinking a similar angle there. Just a fun little sprinkle on it. Nothing crazy, but plus 1,700, couldn't resist.
Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, I mean, and they only have to win 3 games. I'm gonna add Santa Clara. We'll do a half unit on Santa Clara. They've been fun and feisty. I think they can get that one done. So 0.6 units on the West Coast Conference. Speaking of the West Coast Conference, we get it kicked off here. This game is in Vegas, by the way. Was talking to Moneyline Mac on the pregame show with TCE, and man, it was a good idea. Talking maybe a content house next year in Vegas. Go for 2 weeks. We get an Airbnb like out in like Henderson, like 20 minutes, 30 minutes away, and then we a little content house for 2 weeks where we're not stuck on the strip. I mean, if I'm on the strip for 2 weeks, I probably couldn't come home. But anywho, but yeah, I mean, there's 3 or 4 conference tournaments out there in Vegas as well too. So yeah, just stay there for the whole shebang, get it all, and then you're there for Thursday, the first weekend of March Madness. All right, this West Coast kicks off though here. Pepperdine versus Portland.
Portland's laying 2.5. Over under is 152.5.
Zoe 101 has been playing good ball as of late. Don't get me wrong. And a good episode is when they're playing basketball. I mean, Jamie Lynn Spears was cooking that game. She was cooking the boys up. Don't get me wrong. But Pepperdine, when they win, they lose, and they just beat Portland on February 18th. I think Portland can bounce back here, get a little revenge spot. You know, the X factor here is going to be rebounding, get some second chance opportunities, and hopefully the foul game can stretch us late here. I'm going Pilots against Pepperdine. Sorry, Zoe 101. Wasn't the best season. I hear people are begging for a reboot next season. We'll see though. We got to see. We got to check out the Nielsen ratings in the offseason.
Yeah, I'm on Portland minus 2.5 as well. Not only did they just lose to Pepperdine, but they also lost to Pepperdine earlier on there in January. So hard to beat a team 3 times. Portland lost both home and away. Give me Portland to get it done here in Vegas. Lay the minus 2.5.
Let's go. Portland and Vegas, baby. Yeah, I mean Zoe 101 in Vegas. What a great episode that could be. That's what we need. Get a cringe ass Vegas episode, like Saved by the Bell when they go to Vegas when they were all like 30. New Mexico State versus Jacksonville State. Hyphen for me because I don't know if I want to bet this one. Kind of hate these teams.
Yeah, you got Jacksonville or New Mexico State is laying 4.5. Over under is 142.5.
Yeah, I took that crazy over with New Mexico State, Jacksonville State last time it hit, and now we're seeing an even smaller over under. I'll take the under. I think this is going to be a heavy defensive battle, which probably fares Jacksonville State on the spread. But this will be a no bet for me. Like I said, I hate both of these teams this season. Hasn't been fun. But I smell this being a stinker kind of game, a 69-60 type of game, 65, 63, something like that. No bet, not touching it.
Yep, I agree. It's going to be New Mexico State for me, minus the 4.5, but I am not going to bet this game. I haven't been too fond of New Mexico State here as of late. Now they're laying a decent number at home. I know they beat Jacksonville State on the road by 9, but I don't want any part of this game. No bet for me.
All right, South Florida versus Memphis. South Florida is laying 6.5. Over under is 159.5, 160 available as well. I mean, Memphis is ass, right? I mean, they talk about $1 million roster that's just giving up, man. You're going to lose by 18 to East Carolina? Really? Huh.
I know. And they lost to South Florida by 21 last time out. They've dropped their last 2 home games. Both been pretty convincing fashion. UAB beat them by 11. Wichita State beat them by 6. Wichita State was even up a little bit more in that game. I think they've kind of booked it in here. I'm actually seeing it plus 5.5 now in some spots. So shop around. I know Penny has a dog, but man, has not come through. Give me South Florida minus 5.5. I'm just going to continue to fade Memphis here.
Yeah, I'm going to go South Florida. I got team total over 83.5. I'm going to take this now. I think this is going to be up to 84, 85 potentially tomorrow. I think this gets it done. I've been riding South Florida's team total a good amount this season. Sometimes it's good, and more so it is good. Now they're getting this a bad Memphis team like we've both been talking about. Feels like they've kind of quit on this season. So, yeah, a lot of points for South Florida. All right, here we go. This is Alcorn. Yay, Alcorn State. We got it right this time against Arkansas Pine Bluff. Arkansas Pine Bluff is laying 1.5 against Alcorn. Pine Bluff was playing good. Now they kind of fallen off a little bit. Looked like shit. You get Alcorn State off of a Mississippi Valley State game where they only won by 3. Both these teams are ass. Give me Pine Bluff. No bet. Alcorn's decent at home. No bet.
Yep, I'm right there with you. I'm going to take Arkansas Pine Bluff on the money line. No bet for me though. I'll stay away from a bet in the here in the SWAC again.
All right. St. Thomas laying 5.5 in Sioux Falls in the Pentagon. Over-under is 149.5 here. I mean, we were talking about the Summit League. I like St. Thomas. I also took why am I blanking? I took South Dakota in the top half of the bracket as a little sprinkle. I would just love to see a St. Thomas North Dakota State championship yet again. That game will be feeding. This game is interesting though, man, because South Dakota State's is kind of ass, but this is basically a home game for them. I know St. Thomas will show out in the Pentagon for sure. But I'm going to go the over here. I don't love South Dakota State overs, but this is also St. Thomas playing on the other team. And we know that this is fully capable of going over with how St. Thomas's style of play is. I think we see the foul game ensue here for sure with how this spread is rocking as well. And I think this is a stellar line for this, especially the South Dakota State team that struggles defensively. St. Thomas only scored 68 points last time out. I think they're due for another 80-plus banger where this takes us home. So, yeah, give me the over here. I see 150.5. Let me see if I find a 149. Yeah, I see a 149 on Hard Rock. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm going to take this is going to be a 2-team money line parlay. I'm going to take the Tommies here. I would just lay it with the Tommies just because South Dakota State has not been very good this year. They are not your typical Jackrabbits team, 14-17 overall. But it does concern me a little bit that this is at the Palace. So for that reason, with the crowd that probably South Dakota State's going to have, like Juice was saying in the chat, I'll lay off of laying the number and instead just take St. Thomas on the money line. I think they get it done.
I think that factored in for my overplay as well too. Is the home team there as well too. Speaking of another home game, basically, because this game is in Evansville. No, it's not, because even though Evansville should be in the OVC because they're freaking terrible. My God, figure it out, Evansville. But we had a good win to end the season, so shout out Evansville. But another team that needs to be put to rest this season. Give me Northern Iowa laying it against Evansville. Got lines here somehow. Evansville just scored. They just beat Valpo. They lost to Southern Illinois. I forgot about that game because I didn't bet it. But Northern Iowa gets this done. I don't want to bet this. I don't want to lay 14.5 points on a 125-point total, though. I'll look for a live angle potentially. Team totals 55.5. They may only score 48 points, but holy shit, I'm not going to bet that. I don't want to touch it. I'll lay it. No bets.
55.5 is the Evansville team total under.
54 places too as well.
Yeah. Dang. I'll take Evansville team total under 55.5, but no bet for me. That'd be the smartest play, I think, instead of laying it with the 14.5, just with the Northern Iowa's focus on defense and not offense. So yeah, give me the Aces team total under 55.5, no bet.
I mean, it's insane, dude. It's insane. So they really think it's going to be 70 to 55, I guess. CSUN versus Bakersfield. CSUN's laying 8.5 against Bakersfield. Over-under is 165.5. CSUN's been rolling. Bakersfield is gross. But CSUN did lose a bad game against UC Riverside on the road. I think that they can bounce back. But this court is so weird. I will lay off of a CSUN minus 8.5. But they got back after 2 losses and a bad loss to Riverside. I'll give them the Irvine loss. That's fine. But
I'll take CSUN. I'll lay it here. Minus the 8.5. Cal State, they just got covered for me. Lost that game by 1 to Long Beach State at home. I'm not gonna touch this game though. I'll lay it, no bet.
UC San Diego versus Cal State Fullerton. San Diego's laying 3.5. Over unders 157.5. Fullerton's been kind of feisty at home. I thought these two teams just played, but I was thinking of UC Davis with Fullerton. Last time they played, Fullerton won by 19 on the road, or 17 on the road. Can't do math. This line kind of stinks for me. I'll take San Diego, though. They're the better team. They've been picking it up as of recent. Maybe they're due for some regression, but, I mean, Fullerton played Hawaii tough last time out. I think this is the game where San Diego normally isn't going to be always the run-and-gun team like we've seen, but Cal State Fullerton will let them do that. San Diego scores a lot of points. I see 2.5 on DK. Or, a flat 3 on Caesars. I will take that. DK is kind of juiced.
Yeah, I'm going to add this. This is going to be my moneyline parlay piece with St. Thomas. I think UC San Diego, they've been playing a lot better. They're here as of late. Now you're getting a revenge angle with them off of the Titan, losing to the Titans last time out by 17 at home. I think they get it done. They win. I don't want to mess with the points. So give me the Tritons plus the Tommies, a TT parlay.
All right. UC Davis laying 1.5 against Long Beach State. Over-under is 150.5 here. We were just talking about Long Beach State, right, Elliot? Good little run that they had. This line kind of stinks, man.
I think it's just a don't get cute spot. I think people are gonna kind of bet Long Beach, nothing to play or nothing to lose. You know, they're done. Everything's done. You know, what do they got to lose? Come in, UC Davis, has to play for a little bit of something here. So maybe they come out flat. Long Beach just gets a game to end the season. But I just don't think they're good. I think they're just ready to be done. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe they just got to win too. So I think it's going to be flat. I think you just take the better team here. That's how I feel about it. It is disgusting, though, I will say, but I do feel like this is one where you just take the better team. So we'll see. We'll see if I do anything with this.
I do not. I like this Long Beach State look here. I know they're terrible, but I think this line is just a little bit stinky. Maybe it is fake sharp, maybe it's not. But UC Davis really bad defensively. I like the over potentially, but Long Beach State just had an over spot. They got their ass kicked and lost by 16 last time out. 17. God, keep missing one. Against UC Davis. I think they can randomly bounce back here. I'm going to fall into the trap of Long Beach State and get cute here. Let's go Long Beach State. I mean, UC Davis isn't that good of a team to say, oh, let's don't get cute. But I do know Long Beach State is ass, so I get it.
Yeah, they've lost 5 straight home games. Last home game on the year. Give me Long Beach State to get it done. I'll back the beach here against UC Davis on the money line.
All right. Cal Baptist laying 8.5 against Abilene. Over-under is 135.5. Did you guys talk about this one at all, Trevor?
Nope, we did not. We did not discuss this game.
I mean, why get cute? I think Cal Baptist is the play for sure, but it is a lot of points. And I said I'm not interested in the WAC really. I'm kind of done with the WAC tonight. I already did UT Arlington. We're battling Elliott. I'm going to stay away from the WAC. I'll lay it with Cal Baptist. Abilene is terrible, but no bet. Just staying away from the WAC, being disciplined outside of Arlington.
Yeah, I'll take Abilene Christian, no bets. I do think Cal Baptist wins, but this is a big, big number. I think Abilene can hang within it, but no bet.
Yeah, I'll take Cal Baptist here. Last time out, survived against Abilene by 2 at home. I'll lay it, but it's going to be a no bet for me as well. I would lean towards that over that you're talking about, the juice.
Yeah, I like that. All right, UC Irvine versus Cal Poly. Over under is 154.5. UC Irvine's laying 9.5 here. Cal Poly's terrible. But gosh, how many 8.5 lines are there tonight, dude? Goodness gracious. This over-under is super high. I get it for a UC Irvine game against a Cal Poly team. That just is the definition of the fitness ball for sure. Last time Cal Poly, I do remember. Yep, I forgot about that. They beat UC Irvine they went on their random stretch. I think they're in for potential tough spot here. I'm not going to lay it with Irvine, though. I'm going to take Cal Poly's team total under 72.5. I think their offense gets stampeded a little bit, especially going into Irvine off of a win last time out. So no lay, but team total under 72.5. I feel like the game could be full game under as well, even with Cal Poly's tempo. But give me the better defense. It's kind of a slower paced team. Still faster than some UC Irvine teams in the past, though. But still, Cal Poly under 72.5.
Yeah, I kind of want to lay with Irvine. Home here, staying at home, not traveling. Cal Poly off of, I believe it was their last. No, they came off the San Diego game. Sorry, lost, and now you got to play Irvine. Irvine's defense is damn good. We've seen them shut down numerous offenses this year throughout conference play. They hold teams down. They drag them into the mud and make it disgusting. So if Irvine covers, I don't think this 154.5 gets anywhere near that total. So I like the under. I like Irvine minus the 9.5. This one feels like something like 71-59, 71-62, something like that. So I'll lay it with Irvine, but I like the under a bit more personally.
Yeah, I'm going to lay it here with the Anteaters. They get it done and get the win after losing outright to Cal Poly on the road by 6. I'm not really scared about the bigger number. I think they win this game by double digits. Their defense prevails.
All right, Loyola Marymount laying 5.5 against San Diego. Over under is 145.5. This game is a WCC game. They'll be going after Pepperdine Portland here in Las Vegas. Like I'm there.
In spirit.
Loyola's played on neutrals way back when they played Florida Atlantic in Ohio a long time ago. I think that was the Charleston game. Was that Charleston tournament? PLE, whatever. San Diego only on one neutral so far this season. San Diego, I think they're ready to just get this season over with, letting go of Steve Lavin. They had their get-up spot. Loyola defense is going to slaughter here. But I'll take the full game under. I think we see a slow spot for them. And maybe Pepperdine goes back into overtime yet again. They're waiting in the corridor. They got the basketballs. They got the warm-ups on. They're itching to go out. And even if they do play good, Loyola Marymount's biggest strength is their defense, especially around the perimeter and down low even. So, yeah, give me the full game under here, Loyola Marymount and San Diego.
Yeah, I like LMU here. San Diego fired Lavin. They had their get-up game. And they just haven't been good. I mean, these two teams just played till 21st, so 2 weeks ago. They beat them by 12 on the road at home, and then played them at home, won by 20. Just because it's going to be on a neutral, I don't think that helps San Diego out at all either way. Lay with LMU minus the 5.5. They're gonna kill them by double digits again.
Yeah, I'll lay it with LMU. Possibly look at a little money line leg in this one at this minus 5.5 number, but it'd be the Lions at minus 5.5 or nothing.
Final game of the night, technically tomorrow, midnight action.
We got 2 more as well after this.
Oh yeah, that's right. For the games that completed today. Hawaii though laying 11.5 against UC Riverside. Over unders 147.5. Hawaii's kind of been phony as of recently on the island, especially with these kind of bigger possessions. Even lost to Cal Poly. Riverside's terrible though. They just had a good win. I'll take Hawaii, no bet.
Yeah, Riverside traveling to the island. It's been tough. Hawaii, it's been kind of tough sledding at home as of late, but this is conference play. This is their last homestand for these games. Riverside coming in off of a win. The last time they won, they lost at home to UC Davis by 5. Prior, beat Long Beach, lost outright to Cal Poly at home. And then beat Fullerton, lost outright to Irvine. And then, just goes on. They haven't won back-to-back games since November 24th when they beat San Diego and Grambling State. So, been a minute. They can't string together wins. I think Hawaii at the island with them traveling there late in the season, too. I think it's going to take its toll. I'll lay with Hawaii is the big number. I think they win, and they look more like the Hawaii we saw to start the season.
Yeah, speaking of Hawaii to start the season, they started out conference play by beating this team by 43 points, 88-45. I will lay it with Hawaii, but I'm not going to bet it because they haven't been as good as I thought they have as of late. So instead of betting the double digits, I'm just gonna stay off of a bet here.
All right, so we got 2 more games, right? That after
Yep, 2 more games. We just didn't get the
wrapped up.
slides created. The first one would be Georgia Southern is playing Arkansas State. Arkansas State is laying 6.5. The over under is 168.5.
Sorry, that was my computer was glitching there. Sorry, Elliot. Say that again. My computer was glitching.
Very good. First game that it would be in the Sun Belt, Georgia Southern, Arkansas State. Arkansas State is laying 6.5. The over under is 168.5.
One last time with Gasso. Let's go. Give me Gasso plus the points. It looked really good today. Yes, game of runs. They gave up tons of points when they shouldn't have. I feel like they let Old Dominion back in that game. Arkansas State may be fresh, but this game's going to soar over as well. I think we see a ton of points on both ends. But I'll tell you what, Arkansas State's defense looked pretty bleak as of late. They haven't been drilling teams. I think they're still getting too much respect for how they were playing a couple months ago. Both these teams unimpressive after a hot start. Yes, Arkansas State's way better, but give me Gasso plus 6.5. Come on, one last time. I'm a loyalist. Come on, Gasso.
What was that over, Elliot?
168.5.
I mean, fuck. There's gonna be no defense.
Yeah, I know, and the both teams foul a lot. I'll go over. It's disgusting. I'll play the over. I know it's neutral, but I mean they showed up today, had no problems at all on that court scoring, and then the amount of fouling that goes on is ridiculous. I mean, there were 50-some free throw shots, so that is a little bit of a worry. Is will they, be going to the line as much tomorrow? But both teams have a problem of fouling, so I'll take the over. I think we're going to see points. I think both teams can play in the 80s, mid 80s.
I will lay it here with Arkansas State minus the 6.5. I think they get it done in kind of semi-blowout fashion. Run away from Georgia Southern. They like to play at a super high pace of play, which is what Georgia Southern does as well. And I think that Arkansas State just does it better. So tough matchup for Georgia Southern, especially playing a back-to-back. Give me Arkansas State minus 6.5. Lock it up.
And then what the other Sun Belt game is James Madison versus Southern Miss, right?
Yeah. Yep. And then we also have another one that I'll talk about too as well. Let me pull this up for you.
James Madison Southern Miss is before the Arkansas State Georgia Southern game, right?
Way before. This is at 5 p.m. James Madison, 6 Eastern. James Madison is laying 1.5. Over under is 144.5.
Line kind of stinks. I'll go with James Madison here, though. They've been playing good balls of late, especially on defensive side. Yeah, the line stinks, but I think they're going with the better seeded team with the line stinkiness. But give me JMU. They're playing better balls of late. Come on, Books. You're better than that.
Yeah, I'll take – oh, sorry. I'll take JMU too. Played on this court. They played here today. Southern Miss beat them this year, and it was, semi-convincing. 73-65, never mind. Not as bad, but 8 points. Beat them, and now they're coming in here. Haven't played, had the day off. James Madison's got a game under their belts. And revenge on the mind. I'll take James Madison laying it here.
Yeah, I'll take James Madison here as well. I'll just take them on the money line. I think they're the better team overall than Southern Miss. So I'll back the better team and kind of the angle of they've already got one game played here in Pensacola. Maybe even just look at a James Madison first half money line. They come out firing, and then I don't even have to avoid the second half kind of comeback game like we saw in that Bellarmine-Jacksonville game early, and then have to sweat that out. So I might attack that angle instead, but I'd be on James Madison one way or the other. Next game,
OVC matchups, right?
Yep. Next game we got Eastern Illinois plays Tennessee Martin, and I'm looking at this line real quick. Eastern Illinois is don't see the line there. Let me pivot over here. UT Martin is laying 6.5. Over unders 122.5.
122.
122.5. That's correct.
Holy shit! Yeah,
That's something.
I'll lay it with UT Martin, but no bet. EIU's been hot. I already just placed a future. I placed a future on UT Martin already, so we'll lay off the side bet here for that reason. And that's a future to win the NCAA tournament, UT Martin, by the way. No, it's not OVC.
Yeah, I'll take UT Martin. I haven't watched much UT Martin or had success with them this year, but you know they've played in the big games and they've come through. So get it started with conference play in the tournament. I'll take UT Martin in this one. No bet for me though, personally.
UT Martin kind of reeling here as of late, lost 5 of their last 7. Eastern Illinois has been playing better. They just avenged their 27-point loss on Saturday and beat SIU Edwardsville outright in overtime. Be a little bit maybe tired legs. Give me UT Martin on the money line, and I'll look for a partner with that. Just don't really like laying this big of a number with how much UT Martin has been reeling down the stretch. So I will just back the money line. They survive, advance, as we say, and then find a partner with it. Next game, we got Oral Roberts playing North Dakota State. North Dakota State is laying 8.5. The over/under is 146.5.
North Dakota State's team total over would be like 77.5, 76.5. I'm assuming. I will take that team total over. They're going to fuck them up. Oral Roberts just scored 85. They're not going to have an answer. I think Oral Roberts is going to turn the ball over a lot. North Dakota State's going to get it done in the other Dakota. Team total over, though. I'll go whenever it opens for me.
Yeah.
My phone's dead, so I haven't been able to bet since UC San Diego, so I'll go charge it right now. Fuck.
You're good. I'm kind of tempted to play Oral Roberts. I mean, they played him earlier this year, double overtime. Got crushed the second game, but they've played good. I mean, won 4 of their last 6, 3 straight, and then won today also in convincing fashion. Granted, it was Kansas City, but still, they did. Now they got North Dakota State. They've got a game under their belt. They played North Dakota State to a double overtime, so they played them tight. They've seen them. I'll take the 8.5 with Oral Roberts. Keep it close. Lose by 7 and go out a winner. So let's go Oral Bob.
Yeah, I'm gonna lay it here with North Dakota State. Oral Roberts just played the worst team in the Summit. Now they get to play the best team in the Summit. And I think that contrast of talent is going to really be a problem with them. Feeling good about themselves off of 2 20-point wins against the worst team, UMKC. North Dakota State rolls tomorrow. I will lay the 8.5. And the other game we have is Lindenwood, Southeast Missouri. There, and I'm pulling up this line real quick. SEMO is laying 1.5. The over/under is 149.5.
Said 139.5.
Correct. 149.5. 149.
I was going to say, Ken Palm has it's almost 150. What?
Yeah, I don't. don't love that game. Lindenwood randomly hot as of late, but I'll take the under. No bet. Neutral, late. I feel like defense can step it up here. I'll take the under. No bet on that, though.
I'll take SEMO. No bets. Better team. Show up here. They've already crushed them and they've lost to them. So we'll see how it goes. But I'll take SEMO. But no bet for me.
Yeah, I'm going to bet Lindenwood here. I think this is one closely even matched teams. Now you've got the neutral side angle game where Lindenwood's already got one game under their belt. I like them to get it done against SEMO. Pretty comparable teams in my opinion, but I think that Lindenwood keeps it rolling here and advances to the next round.
All right. Hell of a show, gentlemen. Conference tournament underway. Absolutely a great time of the year. Always fun in the chat. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. If you're not subscribed, go make another account. Go log into your computer. Make a burner like Kevin Durant. Log in and hit that subscribe button. So, yeah. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Hit that like button for sure. And then we'll be back tomorrow night as usual. And then we're kicking off just an awesome time of the year for college basketball as we kind of say goodbye to it. That final stretch of the season before March Madness and conference tournament, always a special one. So smell those flowers and give those flowers away to the team, the players that you've grown to love this season. Even the ones maybe that you don't respect as much as. So, hey, it's been a hell of a season. Been fun. Just hit 70 units on the season. Absolute fire. Can't believe it. I got over the hump. Maybe fade me tomorrow, but don't. I'm going to win again. So let's freaking go. Appreciate you guys and everyone in the chat. Can't say it enough. It's been an awesome year. I'm repeating myself. Elliot, Trevor, what you guys got? Take us home.
Nothing. Excited for hoops tomorrow and counting down the days till Tuesday so I can melt on my couch for the rest of the week. Watching hoops and gambling.
Good night.
Good night. I think it's time to go to bed. Appreciate everybody. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Let's go. Let's cash it.